Now with Great Day Law, you know, each month we like to check in with our friend, attorney lawyer Twillie, yes, that's his name, from LA Law, a.k.a. Lawyer the Lawyer, for some helpful advice.
Yeah, we want to thank Lawyer Twillie for being here. Grateful for you coming on and giving free legal advice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Grateful to be here.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
All right, so you have a hypothetical for us. We know the holidays are certainly stressful.
Yeah.
Stores are creating big holiday displays. So what if something goes wrong and someone gets hurt by said display?
Yep. Document. And be careful. Like this time of year, there's extra displays. Sometimes they take out old displays that might be damaged and they're putting up. They're not aware that they're damaged. I mean, this happened to a client last year where there was an older perfume display and it had a glass sliding thing. The glass sliding thing wasn't working. They were like, you know what, let's call the manufacturer of this. They set it aside. She's in the aisle checkout line and it just spontaneously exploded.
Stop it.
Yeah, just wow.
You're kidding.
Glass everywhere. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Awful.
Got in her shoe, she's walking, it cuts the bottom of her feet up, there's infections, there's all kinds of stuff. So it happens.
Now, who do you go after? The manufacturer, the shop? What do you do?
Well, you investigate. You figure out who owns it. But the store that she was in possession and control of it, and there was potentially the manufacturer, the actual owner of that display also may share some liability, especially if they knew that it was defective some sort of way. But the important thing is, like this time of year, like old displays are being put out there because there's so much more product being put out there.
Right.
People are touching it, maybe creating, you know, an unsafe sort of situation. So just be aware.
Yeah.
Be aware.
So that's something we want to be, when you say document, always, same as a car accident, take some pictures.
Yes.
Do you call the police?
Let
Witnesses.
the manager know.
Yes.
You do call the police?
Well, I mean, depending upon the severity of the injury. But let's say I'm in a mall store and something happens to me. I'm making sure I get the name of the manager. Like, we're going to get a card. You know, if there's any witnesses there, I'm like, hey, can we, you know, I'm taking pictures of everything. Just because, like, nobody wants to pay these days.
No,
An insurance company is like, well, did it really happen the way that you said it happened?
Right.
Nobody was there. We don't have video.
Well, plus a lot of stores now have video, which you can get. Are you allowed to get that? Are you accessible?
You're not entitled to it, but you can do a preservation of evidence letter and put them on notice of a potential claim. And then they at least have to keep that, they have to save that evidence.
Right.
Now, an attorney will get access to that, but you as an individual, 99.9%.
But an attorney can get access to that.
Correct.
But the other thing is, you might be presented with, okay, here, we're so sorry this happened to you. Sign this document, we're going to take care of you. You would say, don't do that, because that usually is maybe a little bit of money, but not the value of maybe all your medical bills and what's going to be down the road. That's why you need to call a lawyer who would be on your side.
Correct, yeah. Because you might be signing something that just says, like, hey, you know, I agree to have this store pay for my medical bills, and then that's it.
Right.
And maybe there's more going on.
Right.
Maybe you're out of work for a while.
Exactly. Maybe there's some emotional, you know, you gotta
maybe you have a head injury, a concussion.
Wow.
I mean, I've had clients where
I used
things
to
have
work
fallen
in a
over
supermarket.
and hit people in the head.
I worked in a supermarket, and there was like, you know, sometimes some stuff happens.
It happens.
So it's free.
Be careful.
People say I can't afford a lawyer, but
free legal advice.
It's free to call you, and then you can determine, and free to hire you because it's a contingency, only if money is recovered.
Correct. Only if we're able to help you recover money for your injuries.
Well, how do we get in touch with you?
844-GET-LA-LAW. All my socials are now at Lawyer the Lawyer, so it's pretty easy.
Love it. At Lawyer
At Lawyer the Lawyer. I think we get to take some credit for that because we've called you Lawyer the Lawyer forever.
We'll give you some credit for sure.
860-595-3163. I always thought it would be fun if I were ever a lawyer, I'd call it the Ghostbusters Law Firm, because then people would say, who are you going to call? And I'd say Ghostbusters Law Firm.
That's great.
Yeah, maybe think about that.
I love that.
So dumb. All right.